Hello, beautiful friends around the world. I hope you're doing as well as possible in this quite intense, powerful times of change. So today, in this consciousness stream, I would like to share something regarding frequency declutter. So we all understand when I talk about, or when we speak about decluttering, and maybe some will think about feng shui, that when we clean our space, put out things, that instantly we do feel a shift, an energetic shift in that space, in that room, in that house we're in. But what I recently get as a deep download, for those who don't know, I'm Gabi Nara, a multidimensional channel since basically truly all my life, so this means early age, that this download from my higher self, when we speak about guidance, it's always your own self in a higher frequency state, that it's time, not now just to focus when we say, okay, when we want to move on, when we want to change things in our life, that we need to throw away things, give away things, clear our space, and for example, even close down jobs which maybe not serve us anymore, or even close down friendships if they're just not really resonating anymore. Not now in a negative way, but just to say, okay, I know I need to move on because something else is waiting ahead. So in this powerful ascension, awakening process, what's been shown to me is actually that we are now, or that we shall learn about, if we don't know that yet, about decluttering our inner energy imprints. Now, what are these imprints? Because when I, for example, give away or throw away an item, usually there is an attachment, an emotional attachment, a memory. For example, I bought this when I was with someone together, and there's still this kind of feeling around that item. So even if I throw away this item, if I didn't really, honestly deal with that ending, let's call it now like that to make it more understandable, I throw away the item, yes, but the imprint of this energy, this emotion, which still holds together this memory in my energetic field, is still there. Alright, so this means, like I wrote in the text, the introduction text of this video, that even if we want to move forward now in this ascension process, if we want to really feel that change, to move out from this lower frequency experience, and when I say lower, it doesn't mean always just that we have to judge it now and say it's just something terrible. No, but we are ready with our consciousness to grow, right? And as every day now this higher frequency information are pouring in, imagine that now these old information, which are still held in like a box of these memories we're still holding from who we've been till now, what we experienced till now, how did it felt till now with these persons, with these situations. All this is still in our body. And imagine if now this higher frequency light is pouring in, that it's exactly hitting these boxes of memories. And I'm more than sure that many of you, many of us, has right now, again, maybe even once again, because it's always a multi-layered process of this ascension, of starting to change, becoming a new version of self, that we are now in an introspection, and probably many of you suddenly got back like memories, or maybe started to find things from your past, or maybe even past persons from your really old past are returning back, or writing you messages, or yeah, just, you know, want to meet up, or whatever it is, because we shall declutter the past. And when we say we declutter the past, again, the decluttering of this energy is actually decluttering of these memories. And what I've been also shown is that if we are not honest with this decluttering, it will repeat itself. So this means if you think that you've been out of a stubbornness saying goodbye to some, for example, just an example, ex-lover who is year after year, every year knocking on your door, and you're still having this little opening of the door, and they're still returning because you never fully, completely close the door. Why? Because at some level you still gain from it, and even it was your ego saying, oh, I'm still adorable, I'm still lovable, I'm still attractive. So this was the food for the ego. Or maybe this person knows exactly that you're still having a wound of, for example, having a weak spot, and you're always kind and nice to every person, and this person knows that. So they will always try to enter through this little wound of yours, because they know you will not say bye, because you're a nice person, right? So you see, how can we then move on in our consciousness state and become a new version if we are still holding vibration of the old self? And that's the point why I came online, because it's very important to understand what is this all about, what it means to shift energy, what it means to shift into a higher state of consciousness, and why can't we achieve it? Because we didn't honestly declutter old memories. So as we do it with things, with physical things, we declutter everything from the past relationship, for example, out of the room. But inside, how truly did we declutter the emotional detachment to this person, to this life? Because it's detached, it's attached to them through memory. And now you're going to say, but how can I declutter memory? You don't need to like empty the memory itself, because the memory can't be erased, right? The memory is always there. You will remember, okay, I went once a time to the forest with a good friend. So the memory is created, yes. But the energetic attachment which you put onto this memory is there, and you are the one. How you want to store this old memory? Do you want it that it's every time triggering you, or can you start to release the emotions regarding what you experienced? Look at this. There's a beautiful butterfly in front of my face, passing the moment I said, because it's a transformation, right? The butterflies as well, basically transforming into the new. So you see, this is why actually it's so important to learn to understand, to declutter energy, to declutter old information, which is old memories. So again, how to do that now in a practical sense, because I really want to help you here. I mean, help all of us, yeah? I'm also here doing my part, learning. But just to say, when we now, for example, suddenly gonna be once again faced by something from our past, go into it and try, just try. And if you doesn't succeed, just try it again. It's okay. We can, you know, do it as often as it's needed, but go into it and feel, how does it make me feel to meet again, I don't know, an ex-lover of mine? Does it bring up that it makes me uncomfortable? Does it bring up joy? Does it bring up a heaviness? So first of all, to actually analyze it, and that way, how does it makes you feel, this memory which is still stored in your body, right? Because this is energy we're talking about. And this energy you then analyze. For example, it makes me feel insecure, okay? So you're taking this then, and you can now decide, because you're not anymore really attached to this person, you're attached to the memory, okay? So understand, if you would be attached to the person, then you would be still in the past. So know, that's your power, that's our power. Know that you are now in the present, and in the present moment, you are now sorting out these memories, like old boxes with stuff, which we are now gonna start to declutter. Because with incoming new light is incoming new information. We have to have space, because otherwise it's going to become very messy on our journey, because you will not understand anymore. Do I feel happy or sad, or why do I feel one day I'm in heaven, next day I'm like in hell? Because this is the mixture. New information is coming in, but the old is still taking space. So let's do that clean up, yeah, this decluttering. So again, you can start to then analyze, all right, why do I still keep this, I don't know, even things, book here? But if I throw it away, maybe then all my memory with this person will shatter, and they meant so much to me. Do you still want to hold that? Or do you want to create new, beautiful memories with new persons, with new situations, with new jobs, with new everything? So that's also something my higher self precisely shared with me, that many still don't want actually to move on. So even if they're saying, oh, I'm also ascending, oh, I'm also awakening, oh, I'm also, but the other part, they're still holding that door a little bit open as an option B. Because what if I now go into my new life and it won't work out? Okay, let's run back to the ex, let's run back to the old job, let's run back to my old mindset, let's run back to everything old what till now served me, till now I experienced. So you see, it's also actually something courageous to truly declutter our life, right? Hello to everyone who's tuning in. So that's actually really the most important, because everyone can say, I closed my path, I closed all the boxes, I throw everything away. But inside, energetically, you're still feeding those memories, and that's why these memories can still trigger us when they repeatedly returning of an ex, of an terrible, I don't know, friend who you run away on the other side to the world, but when you're gonna meet this person, the energy is still there because it was never decluttered. You maybe went just into shutdown mode, but the energy is still there. And now to show you why I'm actually also talking about this decluttering of energy, of frequency, is because, again, these energies, yeah, of, let's say, being sad, being angry, being resentful, and all of that, right? We keep in our body. These are the boxes of memories. But they, for example, are carrying, I don't know, number 5 of the frequency, right? And when this new information now from a higher consciousness state, 5-dimensional state, 6-dimensional, 10-dimensional, it's already carrying a 9 or 10 frequency number. And we are here still at 5 or 6, yeah, with this anger, with this frustration. Can you see now what I'm trying to say here now? It's not matching then our new frequency, our new understanding, and the body needs to declutter, because the body is wearing, is carrying, is holding old memories within its field, yes? So again, sadness, nostalgia, all of this, what holds us almost like stones down, and we want to move on, and suddenly we read something from our past life or from this life, and suddenly we are pulled back and we can't move on because it's still vibrating in our field. So start to become honest with yourself, that how much do you really declutter your past, and how much do you really want to become this next higher version of yourself. How much? Because that's mastery, and not everyone is ready for mastery. And it doesn't mean, when I talk about mastery, that we are now snobby and higher than someone else. No, it has to do with being truly discerned in your pathway, being truly honest, being truly authentic, being truly clear and in your truth. All this is mastery. All right? And again, maybe it's easy to declutter your house, right? Your apartment, your job, your cutting cords with your, I don't know, with your family. But then the next level of this declutter is the emotional, because the memory will be still there. So it will be you, it will be me, who discerns what kind of energy I'm placing into the memory with my family, which I just left. Can I bring peace into it and move on? Or will I move on and it's still anger in that moving on towards them? Then you didn't declutter. Then they will still hound you down, really. Even if you go to the other side, travel far away from them, energetically you will be still bonded with this, not with them directly, but with the memory which keeps you together. All right? And that's the work now. Because again, the higher incoming energies for our ascension, for our collective ascension, that's not to be stopped. It's unstoppable. But how we are dealing with the feelings regarding it, so how it's gonna feel to shift, that's in our hands. So this means, can we now support this incoming light, this incoming information, which only wanna bring in more harmony, more peace, more love, more freedom, but it can't land onto this body, into these new boxes, which actually our body is like many crystals, many geometric forms, yes? And we are filling new information then into these boxes. But these boxes, these crystals, needs to be cleared. And clear doesn't mean, once again, that you're forgetting memories. You're just changing the frequency of this memory. So if it was before having so much influence of you onto you, so this means fear, anger, that every time this person returns, this was actually the trigger point where they could have then actually power over you, because you changed in your balance. They could enter in and bang, again you've been triggered, because there was still frustration, anger, maybe through a dream. They show up and suddenly everything is again mixed up in your life. So it's really now, again, this is coming not just from me, it's Gabi, my experiences, but the past 2 days when I was tuning into the collective field, higher self-guidance brought this through to me, and I'm sharing this information, all right? And I'm working already myself on it, that we're gonna be now faced again with everything which we thought it's actually past, because we're clearing now energetically our bodies, our vessels, for a new form, for a new version of us, for a new life. But this life only appears with new frequency. How can you expect to see now suddenly a heaven on earth or a wonderful meeting with someone new if energetically you still have the old vibration in your body, right? So you can't, because it will be a mismatch. Everything what you vibrate, you create, and you can see it into the field. all right? It's almost like, again, you're beaming it out and you're watching it onto this live screen. Whatever we vibrate, that's why we're always saying, all of us who are a little bit more, let's say, working with energy or just aware or woke, that the energy is who actually creates what you see, all right? So this means if you are now seeing that there is still so much, I don't know, chaos in your life with others, where are you still holding that idea, that memory, that experience, that past, that whatever you had with other people, that you still are vibrating it and seeing outside chaos? And now you can, of course, say, no, 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 I choose peace, I'm fine, I'm clear. But you know what? I will tell you different. Energy can't lie. So even if your ego is saying, oh, I already dealt with everything from my past and I'm already just in peace, the outside circumstances will show you your truth inside. So we can always blind ourselves as often as we want, no problem. We can always put the tough or the joker face on or mask and say, all is all right. But the energy can't be basically changed. It is what it is. It's your frequency, all right? And if your frequency somewhere still holds, again, through memories, through situations, this and that kind of energies, we can't expect that we are ready to shift, because we cannot bypass it. It's almost like your ticket into your next dimensional state. So really work, start to work, not only in a really tough way to say, okay, I'm going to throw everything away from my house, everything I have, and just buy a ticket and go to the other side of the world, and I'm going to start a new life. Please check. That's all fine, but please check if this is enough. Or are you still carrying with this old place, with this old people, with this old exes, with this old families, with this old bosses, whatever it is, failure, sadness, anger, frustration, resentment? This is what we need to clear, because this will clear our frequency. It's like we talk about energetic hygiene, right? But it won't only clear our energetic field, it will allow the new energy, the new consciousness, light codes to anchor fully and completely. And when they do anchor, like clicking in, click into our geometric forms, click into our bodies, that's the moment when we're gonna start to really, with our eyes in physical form, see the change of the reality we live till now. See the change on this planet. See the change in our daily life and with all what we want to manifest. You see, this is actually what is now calling for to be worked on. So go through all of your stuff, and even if you think, okay, I went through, just go backwards in time, and if it won't come by basically alone, because I can see the new light is just triggering it, even if you want it or not, people from the past are starting to show up, or pictures or memories and so on. So even if this is not happening, then just understand that it's in your hand. If you still feel somewhere, I can't shift forward, I'm still feeling and experiencing loops. Again, different people, same circumstances, different life places, same feelings. Then no, you have to find something in your memory box, right, which still vibrates what you experienced before. We have to transmute it. So you won't get rid of memories itself, but you can get rid by transmuting these heavy energetic imprints which are actually attached to the memories, attached to the people you have memories with, attached to the circumstances, you have basically this experience or had the experience before. Okay, so this is actually what is this life all about, to learn now not only to clear physical, feng shui, decluttering stuff. No, we have now to go inside and declutter, and not just for one day. This is now the process of the whole collective field. I can tell you that we are basically decluttering the information from our previous life form. So this means anything and everything which still basically holds us through the memory back in our ascension path. We have to go back there and transmute it. And you transmute it, that you're neutralizing it with light, with love, with peace. And like that, you're bringing it actually only into your soul bag, which is having a big bag on the back with experiences. Because the soul only came here to have experiences, not to judge any of these experiences, okay? So anything else as the message? Again, it's really, don't judge if suddenly past is returning back through memories, pictures, people, messages, situations, and even in dreams. It's there for you now, honestly, towards your own soul, really honestly discern. Do you want to shift? Do you want to go into your next version of self? Do you want to live the new earth? If your answer is yes, then you can't bypass, but you need again to look onto all of this old information, memories, and transmute it. So even if you have the memory then to an old person, it will be neutral, peaceful, loving, but not anymore triggering that you suddenly feel again out of your balance, maybe sad, maybe angry, because then you didn't clear at all the past and you just run from the past and you thought you already deal with it. The choice is really upon us. And let me see if I can show you this little, come back, here we go. Because he's sitting here with me since probably 5 minutes while I was talking to you now. And again, butterflies, if you can see them now everywhere, and of course we can say, oh, it's spring, summer coming. They are really presenting transformation. And I'm more than sure, beautiful, beloved souls, even those listening then later to this live, that we are all ready to finally break out from this cocoon. We've been so long in it, so long, actually almost drowning in these memories of how everything was, or everything is so sad or so terrible or this and that, that we can finally just release all that, clear, like you would become, look, a butterfly, which before was a caterpillar. Imagine that. So this means we, from this caterpillar, will become completely different. But in the essence, this butterfly is still light. This butterfly is the same as light as the caterpillar was. But the frequency changed. And again, we cannot rise if you're still holding old frequency, lower frequency, through these past memories in your body. You can't. We can't rise. So choose now. Do you want to rise? If yes, work and transmute lower frequencies in your body. Again, by decluttering memories from all of this past, we are ready for the new. And even if those past memories were beautiful, thank you for them. Thank you for all. But they shall not attach us to the past that we can't rise, that they're like stones on our feet that we can't rise. So think about that part I just said. So do you want to stay or do you want to move on? If you want to move on, don't be afraid to think that you're sacrificing your previous self or life. No, you already experienced it, and your soul is carrying it as an information in its body, in its soul bag, sorry. And now we can really have new, beautiful experiences, okay? So I hope I covered it all, but again, work with the past memories which are still holding old, lower frequencies, to shift them and to make space that you can completely shift in frequency. Otherwise, it will be hard. Sending so much love from this wonderful, magical forest, and keep on going, keep on choosing to vibrate high, and I'm sure you will manage, and we see ourselves soon in a more wonderful, harmonious new earth version of self. Much love from Slovenia and from this beautiful butterfly. Bye.